Good morning, friends. Welcome to Akul Mac Live. And today we have to talk about the Russia-Ukraine crisis. And as you know, friends, that the West had put a lot of sanctions. I mean, there is nothing which has now remaining in the book. They have slapped all kinds of sanctions on Russia, and these sanctions will not basically put the government of Russia into any trouble, but the people of Russia and people of the world will suffer because of that. Everybody knows that, and certain other type of people who are the arms manufacturer, etc., will be making money. And I think the duplicity of the West has to be exposed today, because whenever they are supplying the aid or some arms to Ukraine army, they are actually doing it at their own exchequers money. And the worst part is that in the news there is whole lot of discussion about these sanctions, and there is a lot of pressure on the world economy, and different countries are being pressurized to take sides. United Nations passing some resolution, but is it really effective? I think that is something that we need to ask. And I think few days back we came to know that the Americans themselves have increased their import from Russia by the 40%. So it is so high. They one side they are basically condemning and asking other countries to condemn, and they don't care about if other countries don't get wheat from Ukraine, but they are increasing their own imports quietly, which is not talked about, because I think the media is also getting completely biased. They are not reporting these things. But I think considering all these, when the war started, the ruble was in shambles, the Russian economy had crashed, and the Russia had imposed a emergency tax on their public in order to sustain the economy. And believe it or not, now what has happened is that their ruble has bound back to the pre-war position, considering that the business as usual continues, and the West is making a fool of everyone, including Ukrainians and everybody else in the world. They are continuing to buy from Russia, ensuring that Russian economy continues, and they actually keep making money out of this war, making money out of this crisis. So everyone is basically making money. I think this war is not about oil or anything. I think this war is about coming out of recession, because the COVID created a recession, and because of this different activities which are being imposed, and the entire world is getting united, or there are two blocks or maybe 3 to 4 blocks in the world, and they're fighting with each other and imposing sanctions, yet they are also continuing to buy things from Russia. So I think there is a lot of double standards which are visible here, and they are trying to improve their economy. I think it's not only oil. Oil drives most of the economy, but I think it's also other commodities like coal. Now we are hearing that there are European countries who are totally dependent on Russian coal. Their energy needs are fulfilled by the coal. So it's not only oil or gas or other commodities. So I think the world is, I think it's a very strange place right now, because what we hear every day in the news is not what is actually happening. And I thought I'll talk about it today, that and also tell my viewers that the ruble has now bounced back to the pre-war levels, and there is no loss to Russia. There is absolutely no loss to Russia. And I think the latest sanction which the West has put, America especially, has put on the daughters of Putin, I think that is not required. Why you need to drag kids into all this? I think you want to make money, continue making money. I mean, make fools of few people, but don't take such measures which are not required at this point in time. Why drag them into this whole thing? So I think this is something which is very serious. Everybody is affected by that, and we cannot stay away, because I think partially it is related to the business also. When the rubles are bouncing back to the pre-war levels, and then Russia has also said that they will collect the payment in ruble only from enemy nations. So, with India, for example, since I'm in India, I will talk about that. In India, there is a ruble rupee swap deal active since 2018. So, considering all that, it will have an impact on us also, where ruble is not a weak currency. It is as strong as it was in month of January and early February. So, friends, do send in your comments. Let me know what you feel, and I think this is important. I think it is affecting everybody, and I feel that your comments will be very valuable. So for today, I like to say goodbye in this session of Morning Brew, but I will catch you in the next one.